Mm. Ah.
Okay, gang. How's everybody doing? This is Fred Moore. Everybody should be muted. Please do not unmute yourselves. Okay, so we can make sure that abstract noises are not heard during the webinar. We appreciate that very much. We're about to get started.
Hey everybody, it's Tony.
Hi everyone in Sage.
Listen, we just want to send you a message of truth in the midst of all this uncertainty and fear. You know, the beautiful gift of being resilient as a species, and we're really adaptable in our nature. Life doesn't always get easier. In fact, it rarely does. But we're often called to become stronger and more resilient, and this is one of those times. Nothing's ever wiped us out. We're part of the essence of life itself. When we quiet our mind, we start to recognize the miracle of life within us. And ironically, what we really need is usually just below the surface of our fears. So the question is, how do we make our way through these uncertain times? And the answer, of course, is we must use our God-given power of faith. This is not a religious statement. It's simply a statement of understanding our true nature. Look, we're all born with faith. You don't have to learn faith because the truth is we couldn't function without it. I mean, think about it. Basic things you do every day. How do you drive down a highway with nothing but a painted yellow line dividing you from crazy people in cars? They're hurling headfirst to you at 65 or 70 miles an hour. And you know that every single day people cross that line and they kill innocent people just like you and I. We all know that some percentage of those drivers are drunk, some are not going to be paying attention, they're texting, some might actually be falling asleep. So we know the facts. The facts are every single day this happens and people are killed. In fact, 1.4 million people will die this year in car accidents around the world. That's more than 3,200 people a day. That's like a 9/11 every single day around the world. And yet, we still drive. We're not shutting down driving. We're not saying, oh my God, we can't drive. Let's keep everyone from driving to try and keep those numbers down. Why? Because we have faith. That doesn't mean that we don't work and be smart. It doesn't mean we don't prepare ourselves. It doesn't mean we don't do what's necessary. But you know what? All of us inside know that this faith is required for life to be fulfilling, for life to move forward. Listen, without it, you can't leave the house. So why do we drive our cars? Why don't we just stay home? Because we know the consequences of not leaving the house is to have no life. No faith equals no life. We know being stuck or frozen in fear is not an option. So what do? We choose to move forward. We choose to be certain in the face of uncertainty. That's what faith is. We choose to have faith. And you know that at our core, we're more than anything we'll ever face. We know this. We know we can handle whatever life brings to us. We always have and we always will. That is the power of the human race. We don't let the possibility of challenges or pain in the future keep us from living our lives today and working to build a better tomorrow. And you know what else? It's possible to transfer your certainty when you grab it and activate it to other human beings and help them. It's also possible to produce uncertainty and unnerve them. It comes to in our voice. It comes to in our physical presence. In fact, you don't have to need someone's physical presence. They can hear your voice from a distance on an audio and a voice message. They can see it in our face. They can feel it in our thoughts. They can notice in our writing, in our emails, in our texts, in everything we're part of. Why? Because human conviction has a viral effect. It spreads from one individual to another. We all affect it. You can see this with infectious laughter. You get somebody who's laughing their tail off, even if you're not feeling that way. After a while, it's like stop and you start to laugh. Or maybe you've been in a room, somebody starts to yawn. In a few minutes, 2 or 3 other people are yawning. Stop yawning. And we see it in the stock market, whether it's running up or tumbling down. There's a herd mentality in most human beings. When we're uncertain, we look to other people to figure out what to do. That's what most people do. But that's not what leaders do. Leaders produce certainty within themselves. Now, don't get me wrong. We all have a 2 million-year-old brain. I do too. We all do. And it's our survival instinct that gets triggered by these fearful and uncertain moments. What should we do to protect ourselves? Do we freeze or do we fight? Do we give up or push forward? We either lift each other up or we drag each other down by our level of certainty or lack thereof. You know what? It's all a choice. So today, maybe it's time we become conscious, you become conscious of your power, and remind yourself and those around you that the human race is resilient, it's flexible, it's strong beyond imagination. That doesn't mean we don't educate ourselves or prepare ourselves or train ourselves for challenges. Of course we do. Anticipation is power. It just means we need to discipline our fears. Every day we gotta stand guard at the door of our own minds. We can't just let anything in. We don't let ourselves overreact or give things a magnified meaning or an exaggerated risk that puts you in a state of such fear that you only think of the worst case scenario. You only think of the worst case scenario, you'll do nothing. So those who constantly live the worst case scenario often will say, but I'm just doing it to protect people. No, you're taking people down. First of all, the worst case scenario almost never happens. And second of all, when you constantly focus on it, it affects you and it affects the people around you. It depresses people's minds, their emotions, and even depress their immune system. So listen, today is a chance for you to start brand new, to step out of the fear that the natural human instinct. Don't get me wrong, it is our natural instinct to protect ourselves, to do what's necessary in the moment, to look out for ourselves. But we're more than our instincts. We have consciousness. We have the ability to choose. We don't have to live in fear or picture the worst scenario. That doesn't serve, that doesn't create a way to live your life, and it certainly won't help anybody that you love. So today, lead, don't follow. Lead with the truth of our essence, that faith and certainty are our natural birthright, and our infinite abilities. At any moment, we can awaken that thing, we can activate it. So live the truth today and show everyone around you that we can solve any problem we face. The human race always has, and it always will.
Thank you, Tom. During these times, it's important for us all to be reminded that life circumstances are meant for us to be experienced, and that there's grace amongst the chaos. The grace of us uniting and coming together and looking out for each other, and serving and loving and supporting each other and those of us in need. You know, there's many stories of fear out there in the media right now, but there's also many beautiful stories. You know, a friend of mine the other day sent me a clip, and it was of this family in Italy. They started to play a guitar and another one started to sing to create music, even though they were quarantined. Through that music, they brought harmony, they brought joy, they brought light to each other. It's a beautiful thing of the human spirit. We as humans are one of the most complex, powerful, intelligent systems ever created, more brilliant than we could ever even understand. Because what most of us don't realize is that we don't only have a physical immune system, we also have a spiritual and emotional immune system that supports us as well. Throughout all of life, we're all called to adapt and find kinder ways to evolve emotionally. And that allows us to deal with external circumstances with more grace. As long as we don't get stuck living in our minds in fear. Our power right now is to have our own clarity of mind rather than getting pulled into the group mind of fear alone. You know, during these uncertain times of social distancing, it's also a gift to remember that we're all interconnected, whether we're in proximity or not. We all affect each other at every level, and we're truly one. You know, we're all being called right now to unite together. And as we do, we are truly collectively greater than any challenge that comes our way.
So our core message to you is don't let fear control you. Do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy and strong. Look out for those you love and those you meet. Take advantage of this time to be together. Take a breath and connect. And just remember, we're not weak. Our immune systems have evolved over millions of years, and we as human beings have the capacity to deal with anything that's put in front of us. So live strong, live with faith, live with passion, be well, and God bless.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Super Saturday Wealth Building event hosted by the Chicago Wealth Builders Alliance and Wealth Builders Worldwide. My name is Fred Moore, your host. It's an extreme pleasure to welcome all of you. The first thing I want to do is apologize to everybody, not everybody, but those who may not be able to get on because I forgot to increase the capacity of people who can get into this particular Zoom account. And so if you guys get any calls from anybody letting you know that they can't get in, they can go to Facebook, they can go to my Facebook page, and it's actually streaming live on Facebook right now. So moving forward, I'll make sure we have more capacity so everybody can get in. So for this time, it's going to be, might be restricted. So if you get calls, don't be surprised, okay? Anyway, I'm Fred Moore from Chicago, and we want to welcome you again and present this information for those of you who have never seen that video before. I thought it was very appropriate. That's Tony Robbins, one of the greatest motivational speakers out today. And the title of that video was How to Be Resilient in Uncertain Times. And I thought that was extremely appropriate for what we're doing, because a lot of people are lost. They don't know what to do, and they don't know what's going to happen when this transition, if you will, is over with. And so resilience means basically trying to figure out ways to move forward, you know, in uncertain times. But you don't have to figure that out. We feel we have one of the best solutions on the planet, if not the best solution on the planet for you. Okay, so you can actually plug into what we're doing, lock arms with us, join us, and have a very nice, strong road to, you know, financial freedom, and be able to, you know, build some very significant wealth for you and your families. So moving forward, I want to ask, you know, basically ask, so if you've been looking for a better way, to tell you that you actually have come to the right place. Okay, you've definitely come to the right place without a doubt. Out of all the great home-based businesses out there, okay, we are the only one that can put a person in a position to where they can earn income, but actually build real wealth, okay, to lock out inflation and put themselves in a very unique position that only the rich have been able to be have access to for years. So a little bit about me, okay. Once again, I'm Fred Moore. I'm from Chicago, and I have had a 25-year career in information technology, and I joined Karatbars way back in 2013. Okay, it's been a long time, but the good thing about Karatbars is that they are constantly getting better and better and better and better and better, creating new ways for us to earn income and build wealth. And so this has been a road that has been extremely exciting every single year, okay, and it just continues to get better. Full time with Karatbars, okay. This is something that I have declared as my life ministry, okay, and that's mainly because when I joined Karatbars, I was referred by my brother, Dr. Kevin Moore, and when I looked at the information, you know, I was, you know, very excited about it. But then I started to look at information about the history of the monetary system. Okay, so when I looked at that, the light bulb came on, because during my 25-year career in information technology, I survived 3 layoffs, 2 acquisitions, and then finally the bomb hit, you know, in 2002, you know, tech bubble burst, when I went from making 6 figures to making whatever overnight. Okay, and so a lot of tech companies just went out of business overnight during that time period. So I was greatly impacted by that. So needless to say, going from, you know, making 6 figures and making whatever overnight, it definitely did a lot to me in terms of me trying to figure out how to be resilient, how to reinvent myself, and at the same time hold on to what I had in terms of what I thought was assets. And then I quickly found out that my home was not an asset, but it wasn't a liability. And then when I finally decided to sell my home, then I was hit by the next market crash, was the housing and the bank market. So I was actually sandwiched in between both. And so when I looked at the monetary system and looked at what Karatbars had to offer, then I felt so gratified, because now I know why those crashes happen. And now I know what I can do now to help prevent me from being impacted by them again. So ladies and gentlemen, rest assured, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. So if you've been looking for a better way, you have definitely come to the right place. And the question I want to ask you, let me go back here. The main 3 words on here is, are you ready? A lot of people say that they're ready, and then once some very simple tasks are put in front of them, then they realize that they're not ready. So ask yourself a serious question. Are you really ready? Because this is the same question that was asked to my good friends, Michael and Manisha Delco. He was asked the same question, okay? And Mr. Delco, 15 years mortgage banker, and Mrs. Delco is a 20-year corporate trainer, and they are full-time retired Karatbars affiliate. But I wanted to highlight them because he was asked that question. Okay, was he ready? And what he did, he said, yes, he is ready, and declared himself as being ready. And what he did, he actually did what was necessary to actually free himself in 103 days from starting from Karatbars. So from the time he started to 103 days, he was able to eclipse the income that he was making as a mortgage banker. Absolutely fantastic. And his wife followed suit. And right now, they're two of the top leaders in all of Karatbars. Great leaders, great friends, amazing people. But when you say you're ready, when you implement, you're getting ready to implement, it all starts with a dream. And so you got to ask yourself, what is your dream? Because a lot of times, when you have a dream, you should dream bigger, because dreams are free. There's nothing stopping you from dreaming bigger. And this is our dream machine. Okay, he's our dream machine, Mr. Ty Best, and his lovely wife, Mrs. Valerie Best. He had written many books, but this one it really hit home in terms of what's going on today and in relation to how people think versus how they can think to make themselves better. And the name of his book is called The Dream Manifesto, and it's a guide, a dreamer's guide to survive in a jungle of non-dreamers. Okay, and so being a dreamer, having a big dream, is going to separate yourself from the people who don't have dreams, and you'll definitely see the difference of you be able to have the things that they don't have because you have done the things that they won't do. So when you have a dream, it all starts with a plan. Okay, so where are you in your life right now? Right now we're forced to be home. Okay, and a lot of times when on that grind of 9 to 5, you don't have time to sit back and really reflect. But now you are home. You have, I'm not going to say you have a lot of time in your hands, but you have more than what you had, especially if you work 9 to 5. So you need to ask yourself, where are you right now in your life compared to where you like to be? Where would you like to be in the future? If you keep doing the same thing for the next 10 years of what you did in the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? So you have some opportunity to reflect on that. This is not a very popular position that we're in right now, but for a lot of people, you need to take this as a blessing. Maybe it's time for you to, sit back and chill and actually take some time to think about your life. Okay, this can be a turning point for a lot of people. Okay, and that's why hopefully you're on this call right now. Hopefully this is what we have to offer is a turning point for you. So the truth is this: you don't have enough time to keep doing what you're doing. Okay, and so as you're reflecting on that, hopefully you honestly realize this, because when you look back to when you started your career up to where you are right now, if you keep doing what you're doing now, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. Okay, and if you're not happy about what you're getting, maybe it's time for a change. Okay, and so this is the Matrix timeline. Now, when we talk about thinking outside the box, exactly what is the box? I'm going to introduce you to the box. This is the box that we've been put in. We started school at 5 years old. Okay, so we're introduced to the box, we're placed in that box. Okay, we graduate high school at 18 years old, 4 years in college, graduated at 22. For a lot of us, 2 to 4 years of postgraduate work and out by age 26. Okay, so we do all this to graduate to the bigger box, the box that a lot of people get locked in for the rest of their lives. Okay, 21 years in the education system, then 40 years hustling backwards. Okay, a typical corporate lifespan is 40 years, and the average length of a job is 4.5 years. I know that personally because during that 25-year span, the longest I stayed on any one of those jobs has actually been 5 years. Okay, and so this is a box that everybody is placed in, and you're hustling backwards. Why? Because you are working harder and harder for less and less play. Your dollar is not taking you as far as it used to. And so now you find yourself being in a position where you're nowhere near, where you thought you would be up to a certain point. And then you retire between the ages of 62 and 65. So by the time a lot of us get there, you're in a position now to where, because of the value of the dollar, of its purchasing power declining, you need to downsize your home, sell some assets, just to make ends meet. And then a lot of people that they're forced to jump back into the workforce. You go on Walmart, as soon as you walk in, what do you see? You see people of elderly people, very elderly people, greeting people. you know, and, you know, they don't want to be there. You know, they'd rather be home doing whatever they want to do or spending time with their family or their grandchildren. Okay, then, you know, you're at 80, 81 years old, and we highlight 81 years old because that's been designated as like the average age period that people live these days. And so a lot of people become debt free at that time, but unfortunately, it's the very end. Okay, and so that means that they've actually spent their total entire life working. And so, you know, you started a family and everybody's happy, and you look at this kid, you know, he doesn't have a care in the world. Okay, very happy. And if you think it back to yourself in terms of when, like, before you started school or during your childhood, you know, you was very happy, not a care in the world, everything was great. But little did you know that you are being set up, put in that box. Okay, so you have to go to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, then work until you die. Okay, and this is a system, ladies and gentlemen, that is broken, has been broken, and we have an answer to free you from that system. Now, one of the main problems is that you can't outwork an exponential inflation on a linear income. Okay, it's impossible. Okay, the income will not keep up with the rate of inflation, and that keeps people chasing that dollar, always chasing, because you have a linear income, meaning that you are the only person that puts forth the effort to bring in the income. And again, think about it. You don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing. Okay, it's time to make a change. And the great Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. You go back to that screen I had that introduced you to the box. Okay, it had the gravestone at 81 years old. After Walmart, you know, working at Walmart, then, you know, what else was there? What was left? Okay, they actually literally worked until they died. Okay, and more importantly, our friend and colleague and leader, Mr. Michael Delco, said something even more profound. If you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die, because you can work and be extremely successful earning income and currency and still be in a position where you're behind the 8 ball because the value of your currency is actually constantly losing value and purchasing power. So the definition of money, if you guys have a dollar bill or any paper currency near you, take it out. Take it out if you can, okay? Because I'm gonna give you this definition of money. You look at that money and ask yourself, does it meet this definition? Anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. Now ask yourself, is the money that you've been working so hard for, the paper currency that you've been working so hard for, does it meet that definition? Absolutely not. And why not? Okay, we're going to take a look. Okay, first of all, in terms of building real wealth, there's 4 keys to doing that. First, we need to create residual income. Okay, we have to be able to be in a situation where we constantly have money coming in, whether we work or not. Okay, you must accumulate appreciating assets, and we must be able to outrun an inflation. Okay, you can't do that, okay, with a linear income. And we must be able to utilize the advantages of the tax code. Okay, and unfortunately, some people find out way too late or never find out how to do this. Okay, and the earlier you do this, the better. And I'm going to show you this quick little video that's going to give a good illustration of someone who's finding out the hard way, but he is finding out early in life.
Where's all your money gone, Johnny?
Taxes, 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my house. It's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It
it's not
is.
fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Oh, it's what?
Taxes.
Oh, this poor little boy, I mean, he's getting slammed, you know, but he's learning a very valuable lesson, and it's hurting, okay? It's hurting him bad. But the thing is this, taxes can take up as much as 40% of the income that you've worked so hard for over the course of your career. And it's so unfortunate that most adults, they never learn this lesson, okay? They continue to work and work and work and pay this 40%, thinking that it's part of the system, you know, and it is part of the system, but you don't have to be a part of that system. And unfortunately, some adults, they never learn this. So what do we do about this? Okay, what is the actual answer? Okay, what I want to do is have you take a look at this, what's called the cash flow quadrant that actually was created by Robert Kiyosaki. And you can take a look at this. Every one of us that earns income is in one of these quadrants. So ask yourself, which quadrant are you in? First, there's the E, that stands for employees. You have a job. Oh, this is 90% of the people. And these are the people that paying 40% of their hard-earned income in taxes. Okay, a linear income, meaning that when you go to work, the income that you earn is only earned by you. It's not earned by the efforts of others. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. Okay, simple as that. So you have a job, but now you say, hey, the heck with a job, I want to start my own business. So now you own a job. Okay, the S stands for self-employed, or it can stand for sole proprietor. Okay, and this is very, very significant in terms of what's going on now, because a lot of people, at least, you know, if they work for a corporation, they might, that's a big might, have a job to go back to. But right now, people in this S quadrant, they have no way of earning any income right now. Okay, and they probably can't apply for unemployment right now. Okay, because there's no job attached to their ability to get unemployment. And so they may have a job to where, or a business to where they have to actually physically have to engage with people, have to touch them. And so right now they are not earning anything. Okay, and so they're getting really, really crushed right now in terms of what's going on with this transition that we're going to. So when you're in the E and the S quadrant, you want to be on the right side. Okay, you want to be on the right side, and this B stands for business, where you actually have a system. You have a system that runs like a well-oiled machine, and you want to be in a system to where you actually can take what you earn and put your money to work for you. I seriously believe that God did not intend for us to work for money. He intended us for money to work for us. And so you want to ultimately have a system where you can leverage a business that maximizes the B and the I quadrant. And that's what we want to show you how to do here. Okay, so Karatbars International, ladies and gentlemen, answers all 4 keys of wealth building. Okay, we're going to show you how to create residual income. We're going to show you how to accumulate the tier 1 asset, the best asset on the planet, how to outrun inflation, and how to utilize the advantage of the tax code. Here's what we do. Okay, you start your own gold home-based business. Okay, there's no better business on the planet in terms of what we have to offer overall. Okay, we save in gold for ourselves. Okay, to lock out inflation, to make our savings inflation proof. We share with others. Okay, because you want to be a blessing to other people, because we put ourselves in position to make sure that we're protected, and you want to share this with the people who you love. And we actually have an opportunity to earn as we show this to other people, and they duplicate the same thing. Okay, so let's introduce you to Karatbars International. Karatbars International, founded in 2011, internationally ships to more than 140 countries and specializes in the production and sale of high quality gold products in small transaction-friendly weights. Okay, and so for people who value gold, they knew the significance of gold, but never had an opportunity to get it or know how to get it. You can get it here. As a matter of fact, we're one of the few places on the planet right now that actually have it. Okay. Now we're located in Stuttgart, Germany. Beautiful Stuttgart, Germany. If you look at the aerial view on the left side, you'll see Mercedes-Benz, meaning that the corporate headquarters is placed just a few feet away from the Mercedes-Benz corporate headquarters. Very high rent district. Karatbars spares no expense in terms of exhibiting quality in everything they do. I've had an opportunity to go to the corporate headquarters not once, but twice. And I strongly encourage everyone in Karatbars to visit the corporate headquarters at least once, okay? Because everything that you love about Karatbars will be 1000% validated by visiting corporate. Okay, this is our visionary, our founder, our CEO, Mr. Harold Sykes. He says, who owns gold has always money, has always money, okay? He is the author of 2 outstanding books. One is The Future of Money, and it really has a chapter, chapter 5 highlights everything that's going on today. And he wrote this book years ago, okay? And so he's a visionary in the ultimate sense, okay? He put us in the position to be able to be prepared for anything that's coming. So everything that the world is going through right now from a monetary and economic standpoint, we knew this was coming. We just didn't know when, we didn't know how, but it's here and we're cool. We're cool because we know it was going to happen. He's also the author of another book called Think Big, okay? How to Conquer the World with a Great Idea, okay? With the dream, by dreaming big, okay? And so he is someone who's actually amazing. We love him, and he's a people person. He loves people, and he has a mission. His mission is this, is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. His goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Okay, from the last 100 years, we've been living in a system of debt. Okay, and we are in a position to decouple from that through Karatbars International. Now, John Pierpont Morgan, better known as J.P. Morgan, said that gold is money, everything else is credit. He also says that once you realize this, you'll never be poor again. And Alan Greenspan, one of the most popular heads of the Federal Reserve, says gold is always accepted. And why is that? Because, you know, gold has been around since the beginning of time, okay? But I want to say something about the Federal Reserve right quick. For those of you who are new on this call and may not be aware, the Federal Reserve is not part of the United States government at all. They are a third-party corporation in business to make a profit. Okay, and I want to point that out because when we talk about gold versus currency, one of the main problems in this world is the existence of the Federal Reserve. Okay, and when they come up with these solutions, okay, when we have a crash, all they're doing is putting us in cycles. Okay, we go up and down, and then we go up. They make all this money, and we go back down to another recession, whatever. They're taking us through this cycle. Everything we're going through right now, we went through in 2008. Okay, and we're going to go through it again as long as they are in existence. And so I just want to point that out, that the Federal Reserve is as long as they're around, is going to be a real big problem. And so what we have puts us in a position not to be concerned about the Federal Reserve. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, says gold is God's money. Okay, think about it. Okay, gold, as I said, gold has been around here before man. And so when you look at all the currencies around the world, what currency has been around longer than gold? You can't name one, not one. And another thing you got to understand is that when you try to move from God's money to man-made money, it's always going to create havoc and chaos. And look, we're not in havoc and chaos right now, but it can happen in the blink of an eye. Okay, and so every time that man tries to do this, okay, it causes problems. That's all I want to say. So here's our goal. Here's our product. Here's our goal. Okay, it's in the form of cash gold, and each cash gold card is equipped with black light authentication feature. Why? Because as the price of gold goes up more and more, there's going to be more and more attempts for people to start passing gold that is fake. And so Karatbars International has protected us from that, making sure that we have the technology to give us the clear indication that our gold is what we say it is, 999.9 24 karat gold. Okay, the only paper money not dependent on governments. Okay, it's a means of payment, but it's not a government currency, which is actually fantastic. Okay, now you can actually purchase any product in our Karatbars ecosystem with cash gold. Okay, you actually start acquiring cash gold and you can actually make purchases with that. So it's a currency. It circulates through our own proprietary system. Okay, and more establishments, more and more businesses around the world are going to be accepting our cash gold. And the ones that have so far, they love it. They absolutely love it. So let's talk about gold in terms of why we actually acquire it. Okay, since 1932, gold has outperformed currency by more than 6,200%. $100,000 worth of gold acquired in 1932 is now worth $6,289,308. Now, in contrast, you look at the lower right here, $100,000 in gold, $100,000 in cash acquired in 1932 and saved will actually be worth or have a purchasing power of just $2,000 today. Okay, so when you talk about saving cash versus saving gold, which would you rather do? Which would you rather do? Okay, another reason why we save in gold. If you take a look at this illustration, this 1924, okay, costs $645. Or you can purchase this with 1 kilogram of gold. 1 kilogram of gold was worth $645. So when you fast forward to today, a comparable Ford model would be $40,000. Okay, but you could take that same 1 kilogram of gold and purchase this automobile and have a few $1,000s left over. So you tell me in terms of price stability, okay, the difference between currency and physical gold. Okay, price stability in any economy means that the general price level in the economy does not change over time. Okay, and so this is why governments, as well as central banks, have been hoarding gold. Okay, they've been selling us this paper currency as fake money, but they've been hoarding gold because they know. So now we're in a position to do what banks do. Okay, here's another reason why. Okay, 1998, you take $20, go to the grocery store, and you can fill up your shopping cart. And by the way, when you hear on the news that, hey, our economy is good, this is how I tell if the economy is good or not when I go to the grocery store. Okay, so if you can take a look at here, you can take a look at $20 is buying you a full shopping cart of groceries. Fast forward to 2005, the same $20 bill is buying you less. And now I've done this so many times recently, going to the store with just a little picnic basket and paying more than $20 for some groceries. Okay. Now the funny thing about this, they try to play mind games with us. You look at these illustrations of the $20 bills, the bigger Andy Jackson's head gets, the less purchasing power that the $20 has. So when they come up with some new money and Andy Jackson's head is even bigger, you can rest assured it means inflation, more inflation. Okay, so let's look at the strategies that people use. Okay, the millionaire secret, and which is so simple. Okay, it's just a mindset. Okay, in terms of we paying ourselves first, not last, and we pay ourselves first in the world's best tier 1 appreciating asset, which is gold. Okay, so the poor and middle class, they work, they get paid. The first thing they do is spend. First thing, and if they have anything left over, they might save. Okay, they might save. But the rich and wealthy, what they do, they save and invest first. And then what they do, they circulate their income, creating a self-perpetuating monetary system within their own home, within their own personal economy. And this is the secret that's so basic, okay? And this is just a mindset. So if you can just change just the way you do some very basic things, save first, start there, but save in gold, because that's going to take you a long way. Okay, so our business model is simple. We're going to show you how to start your own business and maximize tax benefits, how to pay yourself first with a tier 1 asset, gold, to outpace inflation. We're going to show you how to build a referral network to create residual income. We're going to teach you specifically how to do this. And here's how. Okay, you're going to learn how to start a simple and duplicatable business with Karatbars from home. Benefit now from our multi-goal packages. Okay, you're going to get financial security. Okay, being able to put yourself in a position where your money's going to be worth more tomorrow than it is today. Financial independence, meaning that you're going to be independent from the system of debt. Okay, independent from the current monetary system. You're going to have your own private banking system. Okay, and by saving in gold, you're going to be able to hedge in time of crisis. And you're going to do this with a free, totally free account, whether you want to be a customer, just acquire gold, or you want to acquire gold and become an affiliate. Now, there's two keys to our compensation plan, which is leverage and exponential growth. We're going to take a look at that. But first, we're going to take a look at this quote. It's so profound by one of the most popular millionaires our country's ever had, Mr. J. Paul Getty. He said he'd rather have 1%, just 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of his own efforts. If you go back to that quadrant, the employee, he is earning income of 100% of his efforts. So is the sole proprietor or the self-employed person. But we're going to show you how you can actually earn from a percentage of many people's efforts to create residual income. But first, we want to give this disclaimer, which is so important, to let you know that we are not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. But numbers don't lie, okay? Because numbers is like the only real perfect phenomenon we have in existence in this universe. Now, we're going to take a look in terms of how we actually earn income through Karatbars International. Now, we have 7 ways that we actually earn income. The first is the unilevel bonus. In the unilevel bonus, you would actually sign up as an affiliate, and you would actually, through a totally free account, not one red cent, okay, you can actually sponsor at least 5 people to do the same in terms of saving gold, okay? And so when you do that, you can earn up to 6% to infinity, meaning that you can sponsor as many people as you like, and as that goes wide and deep, okay, that when it totals up to 6%, it can mean for a lot of people paying your rent, paying your mortgage, paying your car note, okay? Save gold for yourself and share with others how you can do the same, okay? This particular option, actually is not an option because by default, everybody is part of the unilevel, but it pays you monthly, okay, through our unilevel compensation plan to infinity. Now, let's take a look at our dual system, okay? The dual system is where you actually choose to acquire a business package, okay? This is optional, but, okay, this is a no-brainer for everybody that really takes a look at Karatbars and appreciate everything that we have, okay? You want to acquire a business package to start your business, okay? Then, when you actually acquire Karatbars products, goods, or services such as our gold or our blockchain-based products, okay? Once you do that, then you're going to share the business with other people. Okay, as I said before, we show you, teach you specifically how to do this. And you get paid, okay, as you teach your new partners to duplicate, or as we help you teach your new partners how to duplicate. It's really that simple. I mean, truly, I mean, it's really that simple. Okay, so next, we're going to talk about a direct commission. Okay, so when you have access to the dual team, okay, you get direct commission, meaning that when a person acquires one of these business multi-goal packages, you will actually earn 10% of the price of that package. Okay, so let's say that you refer someone, you will earn 10%. And then when that person refers someone, they will earn 10%. Then you will earn 3%. You didn't do anything. You earn 3%. And then on your third level, you'll earn 2%. Now, this gets very significant because let's say that on your first level, you sponsor 10 people. Okay, and this is actually a great example of leverage and exponential growth. Because let's say if you sponsor 10 people, okay, you will actually earn 10% of each package that they acquire. But those 10 went out and sponsored 10. That means that you will earn 3% from off of 100 people. But what if those 100 people did the same thing and sponsored 10? You will earn 2% on your third level from 1,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about 10 people, okay, the average person and Wealth Builders have sponsored well over 100 people, well over 100. So to get 10 is virtually nothing. You can do that in a week. Some people have done it in a day. Okay, and this is real leverage and exponential growth, a true system of duplication. Okay, now there's a team bonus. Okay, this is the sweet spot. Okay, now if you're not, I mean, you should be excited already, but this is a reason to really, really get excited. This is the sweet spot because the dual team enables you to actually set up a team on your left side, a team A, and a team on your right side, a team B. Now, the way this works is very simple. As people are joining, okay, they are acquiring units. When they get a particular package or acquire gold, units are being generated. So as people are coming in, anytime you have as little as 25 units on one side and 50 on the other, you'll get what's called a dual team payout, cha-ching, meaning that you will get a payout according to the package that you have chosen. Okay, and this goes down to infinity. There are no levels. You can go as deep as Australia and keep going. Okay, it goes to infinity. It never stops. Okay, but you are paid according to the package that you have chosen. So for example, a bronze package, it carries 1 to 3 units, but you'll earn 40 euros if you're a bronze. If you're a silver, which carries 5 to 20 units, you'll earn 50 euros every dual team payout. Okay, a gold carries 50 units and you will earn 60 euros every time you have a dual team payout. And a VIP carries 75 to 100 units and you'll earn 80 euros every time you have a dual team payout. You can have multiple dual team payouts in a day, okay? But there's a limit. If you can do some simple math, let's say you're a VIP, you allow up to 180,000 dual team payouts in a week. So you multiply 180,000 times 80 euros. That's how much you can make in a week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is outstanding because what this means is that everyone that joins Karatbars can come in, earn a very lucrative income without ever breaking the company. Okay, this is massive. Okay, and this is why I call the dual team the sweet spot. Okay, so a brief overview of the commissions. Okay, 100% of direct commission, meaning that you earn all 3 levels on the direct commission, 10%, 3%, and 2%. Then there's a unilevel bonus. Then there's a matching bonus. And then there are over 7 income opportunities. So you're talking about, people say it's always great to have multiple streams of income. We got it all in one place, all in one place. Okay, Karatbars pays commission 5 times per month. Okay, every week and in the first of every month. Okay, because we get paid on the dual system every Friday, and that unilevel that everybody gets by default. We're paid on that the first of every month. Okay, and so we've gotten paid so many times in the past week or week and a half. It's ridiculous. Okay, this company is just amazing. Okay, so direct to your own personal Karatbars MasterCard, which you'll see an illustration of that. Because people ask, like, how do we get paid? Okay, they don't send us a check. We don't use a PayPal card. We have our own branded MasterCard, which you'll see. Okay, so let's take a look specifically at our multi-gold packages. These are the actual dual team packages that you acquire that will actually allow you to qualify for the weekly dual team commissions. And so it starts with the multi-gold package number 1, which is 75 euros. You'll earn a half a gram of gold on that. Now it says discount cards. You'll get 2 discount cards that you can give to people, which means they'll get a 10% bonus, a 10% discount on any package that they choose. Okay, now you go to package number 2, 180 euros is the cost. Now, we are priced in euros because our company is based in Germany in the European Union, and we're in 140 countries. So we have to have a central unit of currency to refer from, okay? And so this particular package gives you bronze status. It carries 2 units, and you can actually get a cash gold bonus as well. Now, package number 3, the multi-gold package, number 3, 340 euros. It gives you 1 gram. It gives you bronze status. It carries 4 units. Remember I talked about those units. When units are accumulated, when you get 25 on one side and 50 on the other, you get a dual team payout. That's what these units mean. Okay, you also get cash gold with this package. Now, starting with package number 4, this is the sweet spot because you get everything. You're gonna, for $5.95, you're gonna get 1.5 grams of gold, 6 discount cards, a silver status, and this carries 10 units. You're gonna get a matching bonus, and you're gonna get cash gold. Okay, then number 5, okay, where you get 6.5 grams, okay, at 2,200 euros, 8 discount cards of gold status and 50 units, and you get a matching bonus and cash gold. Now, we're getting back down to the real sweet spot, which is the package multi-gold package, number 6. It carries 10 grams of gold. For $34.50, you get 10 discount cards, VIP status, 75 units, and you get a matching bonus and cash gold. Now, when we first came in getting a VIP package, we got only 3 grams of gold with those packages. So Herald Sites is doing everything he can to put more gold in our accounts and enable us to get more gold, because getting more gold right now is more important than ever. So multi-gold package number 7 for 4,900 euros gives you 15 grams of gold, 12 discount cards of VIP status, 100 units, and matching bonus and cash gold. Okay, look at this again. Get back with the person who referred you to this, and then we'll break it down as slowly as possible. But the more you look at it, the more simpler to get. Now, if you look at between package number 1 and 7, we got something for everybody, no matter what your budget is. So we say, get in where you fit in, okay? Get in where you fit in, because we're going to show you how you can actually elevate, okay, your dual team status at no cost. Okay, so when you actually refer people, this is what you're going to get. Okay, of course, with the multi-gold pack number 1 at 75 euros, okay, you don't get any grams of gold, but when you refer other people, you will earn commission. Okay, multi-gold pack number 2, you're going for 180 euros, you'll earn a gram of gold 2 levels deep. Multi-gold pack number 3, you're going to earn 3/10 of a gram 2 levels deep. Multi-gold package 4, you're going to earn 4/10 of a gram 3 levels deep. Multi-gold package 5, you're going to earn 1/2 gram 5 levels deep. And for 6 and 7, you're going to earn 7 levels deep. Okay, you're going to earn 8/10 of a gram at package number 6, and then for package number 7, you're going to earn 1 4/10 of a gram of gold. Okay, so this is true leverage, okay, and exponential growth, not only in commissions, but also in gold accumulation. Okay, these are the packages that actually puts massive amounts of gold, cash gold, in your account. Okay, and that's not all. There's the matching bonus. What does that mean? That every time someone in your dual team, okay, earns a dual team payout, you'll get a matching bonus on that. Okay, meaning that if you're a bronze, you'll get 5% 2 levels deep. If you're a silver, you get 5% 3 levels deep. A gold, 5% 5 levels deep, and VIP, you'll get 5% 7 levels deep. Okay, and so this is like, what can you say when you look at from the unit level all the way to the matching bonus? We have so many ways that we get paid simultaneously. Okay, just by simply saving in gold, acquiring a business package, and just showing others how to do the same. That's it. That's all we do. Okay, now let's say that the VIP is too rich for your blood. Okay, any package that you get other than the VIP, we have what's called a fast track 5 and 5 promotion, meaning that, okay, whatever package you get other than VIP, and you sponsor 5 people who get your package or above, if you sponsor 5 people within 5 weeks, you will get a free upgrade to the next highest package. For example, here, if you get a silver package, okay, and then within 2 weeks, you have sponsored 5 people. So you get a free upgrade to gold. You'll have a couple of weeks left. So you can still use that gold status and sponsor 5 more people who get a gold or higher. And then you actually have a free VIP package. So you can go from silver to VIP at no cost. That's a huge raise, okay? And you didn't have to pay anything out of your pocket. All you've done was really what we show you how to do: save and go, get a package, show others how to do the same. But we put you, you basically do it in a way that's is more accelerated. Okay, there's no better way to start than to start fast. That's the best way to start. Okay, now we also have, let me back up. Okay, we have what's called automatic long-term incentive programs. Now, I've been with Karatbars for a while now. We used to kind of blow through this, okay? But now it's becoming more significant now, because people are winning these high-end incentive products, okay? People that we actually know and love and engage with on a daily basis have won these prizes, okay? From the leather bag to the ballpoint pen to the bracelet. Okay, Sherry Brown, who's in Wealth Builders Worldwide, she won the bracelet. Her next prize is the bicolor Rolex that's been won by Tammy Morrison, Mike Delco, the Type Vest. Then you see 3 Mercedes-Benz. Okay, winning one is outstanding. I can't wait to win mine. But we have a person who actually has won not 1, not 2, but 3. She's won all 3 of them, just by doing exactly what I had explained. There's no magic sauce to this, okay? When you're serious, you buckle down and you'll do it, okay? And I got to know that, in terms of the prime property, no one has earned it yet, but this person, she's going to be the first, okay? Because, she's already won the 3 Mercedes, so it's pretty obvious that she's the next in line to get it, but somebody's going to get it. But the thing is, once she gets it, the dam is going to burst and many more people is going to earn one as well. Okay, so how do we get paid? Okay, we get paid on our own private MasterCard. Once you open up your account, get your account set up, it is free. Only thing you pay for is the shipping. It's a MasterCard like you use like no other, but it's international, meaning that whatever ATM you put it in, it will spit out that country's currency. All debit cards or credit cards don't do that, but this one does. So we actually are able to get our earnings on this MasterCard as well as getting paid in gold. Okay, so it doesn't get any better. We get paid in currency and real money, okay, because the currency is for spending. The gold is for saving. So we're getting the best of both. So the Karatbars advantage is that it's a 9-year-old company operating in over 140 countries. The products delivered directly to your door by FedEx. All commissions paid on MasterCard. So when you look at FedEx and MasterCard, these 2 household names, okay, these are our shipping partner and our payment partner. And FedEx just doesn't send a truck to our corporate headquarters to pick up packages every day. They actually have a facility in our corporate headquarters because we're actually FedEx's largest international customer. So they have a facility inside our corporate headquarters. I've actually seen it. And so when you look at these 2 household names, doing business with Karatbars International, you got to know that we're a company of high level of credibility. Okay, so for any of you who want to say, hey, I want to do my research, okay, FedEx and MasterCard, they don't go to Google. They use their lawyers, they use their compliance officers to make sure that we're the company that we're supposed to be to do business with them. So if you can possibly do more due diligence than they've already had, be our guest, be our guest. Over 180,000 affiliates worldwide, but ladies and gentlemen, we just eclipsed the 1 million mark in terms of affiliates. So we have to change these numbers. We're extremely excited about that. So now we've reached 1 million. we're headed toward our second million. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so complete support, which is outstanding. No cost to register, not 1 red cent to open up your gold savings account. And when you do open it, there's no mandatory fees or expenses whatsoever. So there's no reason why you should not open up your account soon as this program ends. 24/7 $1 million software operating at no cost. When you actually get to your back office, when you open up your account, and once you get to navigate it and get to know it, okay, you'll see that it is what they provide for you is absolutely amazing, and it doesn't cost you 1 red cent, not 1 red cent.
Let me see, I don't want to hit the thing and they see my video, because this is on video I'm looking at
Okay,
on the computer.
you
Hey,
here?
look, you hit that thing and your picture come up on here. You have to be careful with these here.
Who is this? Thought I had everybody muted. Okay, well, let's just get, we're almost done here. Hopefully she won't. See if I can find her. Okay, well, let's move on. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so you're definitely in the right place at the right time. So by seeing this presentation, I hope you agree, okay? Our goal is to do this, is to give people across the world a safe platform and a method to transfer from currency into gold bullion 1 gram at a time or more. Okay, and so after seeing this, okay, there are 3 types of people that we encounter. Okay, the first one is that, hey, you had me at gold, let's go, I'm ready to sign up. Second person, I'm excited, but I have some questions. That's great. Okay, so definitely get back with the person who invited you to this presentation. They'll be able to answer all your questions. Number 3, they'll say, this is not for me. This is great because this is not for everybody. However, when you looked at that illustration, when you compared saving gold versus saving currency, why would you not open up a free gold savings account? Where else? Paper currency does not save. So if you believe in saving, what are you going to do? Okay, so you might as well save in the tier 1 asset, which is gold. So it's not for you. Open up a free account and just start saving in gold, as little as much as you want at any time you want. Okay, so as I said, get back with the person. Let's get registered now. Okay, so you can plug into our system. So now what I want to do, I want to introduce you to our guest speaker. Our guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is somebody that is extremely important to this whole company. I joined Karatbars in 2013, and then I went to my very first event in May of 2014. She was the first person that I met, and Harold Sykes was the second person I met because of her. But this is a person who has a global business that is like out of this world. Okay, whenever we have affiliates on another planet, she'll probably be the first one to have it. But she is a person who is a giver. She is someone who goes beyond her way to help people. I mean, she has stayed up many times late night helping people, no matter who they are, where they're from, it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a person that represents what Karatbars International is really, really all about. Okay, and so without further ado, I want to welcome a person who was actually the very first affiliate that was referred in North America, because the program was bought to Ms. Cheryl Ann Gober, and when Cheryl Ann Gober started, she had to start with referring her first affiliate, and that person is none other than Tammy Morrison. So Tammy, if you're gonna unmute yourself, we'd love to hear from you.
I'm unmuted, Fred, and I have my camera off, but I'm not seeing me. Can you see me?
I cannot. Let's see here.
My camera's off, but my picture's not coming up for some reason.
Okay.
Very strange. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this.
Okay.
Because I want you guys to see me. This has never happened.
Okay.
But we're gonna see if I can fix it. Hold on.
All right. Let's see. Find you. Let me find you on my end.
It's not giving me an option.
Okay, because my option is to stop video, meaning that your video is on.
It's on. And I got gussied up for this and everything.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me look around. Video settings, HP wide vision HD camera. That's me. All right, has anybody got any ideas?
Yeah, I see.
I was just on for a second.
I got option spotlight video. Let me see
Moore,
what happens there.
Mr. Moore,
Yes, Tanisha.
if you hover over her name,
Uh-huh.
you should be able to ask her to start video. You may need to prompt her to do it.
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay, because the option I had was stop video, which means that the start video was already on.
Okay. Well, that's different.
Yep.
That is different.
Okay, I'm telling you what. Let me put on stop video and then
Okay.
okay, ask to start video. Let's clicking on that now.
Right.
Okay.
Still showing me a blank screen. What about you guys?
I'm seeing blank.
Wow. All right. Well, you know what? Technical difficulties do arise, and guess what? We rise above those, right?
And you got the light in your camera showing on your computer?
I do. Camera's on, the tape's off, and I can see it on Skype, but I can't see it on here for some reason. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. You know, Fred was talking about us meeting in Miami, and was it May of 2014?
Yep.
Or 15?
14.
14. All right. So, you know, that was just, you never know when you're meeting somebody, what's going to happen with you and that person in your life. And, you know, I met Fred and we just kind of connected immediately because, you know, he was so excited about this business and hungry for this business. And I immediately took him to meet Mr. Seitz because that was, you know, the right thing to do. And through the years, Fred and I have developed an incredible relationship. He's become like a brother to me. My children actually call him Uncle Fred. So, you know, I'm just excited that he called me to see if there was somebody can see me. Somebody says, I see you, Mama Africa. That's my nickname. But my kids call him Uncle Fred, and he called me. I was on the way to the store the other day, and he called and said, hey, do you know anybody that might be able to call to be on our Super Saturday call? And I said, well, you've never asked me to be on it. And he said, well, I will definitely, would you be on it? And I said, absolutely. Just let me know what time where I need to go. So, you know, I'm just excited to be here with you guys. You know, you guys all know my journey through Karatbars. Most of you do. I've been here since 2010. 2009, I got a very, very simple phone call from my friend, Mr. Britt Gober, Cheryl Ann's husband. And he said, if I asked you to save a gram of gold a month, would you? And my answer was yes. So I'm so happy that 10 years ago I said yes. But at the time we had no website. We had no Zoom meetings. We had, some of us were on Facebook, some of us weren't. We just kind of went after this thing with blind faith. We really didn't know what was going on. We were signing up to be paid $0 a month. $0 a month. I knew I wasn't going to be making any money, but that's okay because I knew in my heart this is where I was supposed to be. So we went through the process of building the team in 2010 and 2011 on an Excel spreadsheet. This month in 2011 was the month we launched Karatbars. So we launched the company. The pay plan was, and it took us a couple more years to really get it right. But once we got it right, guys, it was so right. And, you know, in 2013, I was able to, you know, in 2012, I'd actually got a good corporate job again, but just like the last one, I never knew when the last day would be. I never knew when they would say, hey, you know, you need to go to the HR department. So it was one of those things that I knew that I could never rely on anyone else to take care of my finances and my home except for me. So when Cheryl Ann called me in June of 2013 and said, come back, You know, she did bring me back kicking and screaming because my husband and I had signed a contract that I would never do another network marketing company again or a direct sales company again. And I kind of had to do it behind his back for a little bit. But, you know, once I came back, remember guys, I'm still working 50 hours a week in my corporate job. I'm still driving at the time, 4,000 miles a month. I'm away from my children. I'm away from my home. I'm away from my husband. It was not a life of freedom. I had to be somewhere every single day to build somebody else's dream, not my dream. So when she said come back, I was so excited about coming back and it really being a time for me to truly declare myself free, but B, and most importantly, the last chance I had to prove my husband wrong. Because guys, Karatbars is my 13th company. I've been involved in 12 other ventures that went south. And I promised him I would never do anything but work a job again. And, you know, guys, I've always been this way my whole life. I'm kind of psychologically unemployable because I don't really like listening to other people. Okay. I don't like telling them when I can take lunch. I don't like telling them when I can take a vacation or asking them when I can take a vacation, asking if I can take a sick day. So, you know, today I'm sick. I call out sick to myself. If I want to take a vacation, I go. And that's what's so beautiful about Karatbars is we get to live life on our terms. I have worked for many great CEOs in the corporate world, wonderful CEOs, but there's not one of those CEOs that would ever, ever, ever pay me enough to be their neighbor. And that's the beautiful thing about Karatbars is not only can we earn enough to be Mr. Site's neighbor, but if you're coming in brand new today, this is your first day, this is your first presentation, this is the first time you've ever seen this information. If you come in today and you outwork me next week, you can out earn me. And that's lovely. I love the fact that you can make more money than I can next week if you just work. I have people that out earn me all the time. You know, people look at me and go, oh, Tammy's got such a huge team. I can never make as much as she does. Yes, you can. You can make more than me next week. And the reason being, I don't take personally sponsored people. Somebody reaches out to me, I give them to someone else because I want those people to have that local support. I want them to have not only me as a support system, but also their local support as well. So, you know, with that being said, there's so many great things happening with Karatbars right now. If you guys have listened to Mr. Site's latest video that he put out, the one, it's a recording of what we did on last Saturday, the Let's Go Weekend Online, and you listen to his words. And guys, I know sometimes it's hard to understand him. And then you couple in the fact that his vision is so much bigger than any of us could possibly imagine. When you put those two things together, it's going to take a lot for us to wrap our head around what we're doing. But I guarantee you, Mr. Sites is looking out for all of us. Think about this. For those of you that had multi-packages, every other employee in the world is laying off people and cutting people's salaries. Everyone is waiting in the US on their government stimulus check. $1,200 one time. How far is that going to go, guys? Not very far at all. Mr. Sites paid us for our ePoints onto our Karatbars MasterCard last week. We don't need a government stimulus check. We have Karatbars. It's an amazing thing. And then to turn it back around, we had the multi-packages in the beginning, which paid out in cash, gold, and ePoints. Those of you that had them, you know, in January, but you got them in January, February, we did get our ePoints out last week. They changed the packages because now they're so much more enticing for me. And they should be much more enticing for you. So when you wrap your head around these multi-gold packages, not only are we getting more gold up front, we have the ability to earn cash gold through the efforts of ourselves and the efforts of our team. So let's just go back to what he talked about, the sweet spot, multi-gold package number 4. Okay, let's say that you come in with the multi-gold package number 4. It's automatically going to qualify you for 4 weeks of matching bonus that he talked about in the dual team system. It'll give you silver status. But then every time that anyone in your organization within 3 levels, and remember the levels are dynamically compressed, which means if your first level of people do not buy a multi-gold package, that doesn't count. Let's say you have to go down 5 levels of people before you find somebody that buys a multi-gold package. Guess what? That becomes your first level. And the system will automatically identify the levels up to 3 levels deep on those multi-gold package purchases. So you have the ability, if you currently have a dual team status, let's say you're already a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a VIP. We have until April 15th for you to get the multi-gold package, whichever one you choose, 1 through 7. I highly suggest you start with at least package 4. You're going to be cash gold matching qualified for 12 months. 12 entire months, meaning everybody within the first 3 levels of your organization that gets a multi-package in the next 12 months, dynamically compressed, you're going to earn free cash gold on your package or below. But let's say that you want to come in at that multi-package number 7, 4,900 euros. So I was doing the math on this the other day. And, you know, in order to qualify for a matching bonus in the dual system, now there's 3 different ways. Number 1, you can create 250 euro in direct sales, meaning you personally sponsor people who spend at least 250 euro getting a multi-package or a business package in the next week. The second option was you could go into a personally sponsored account and you could purchase a 50 euro IP package. And IP stands for incentive points. Incentive points can build up, and then when we have our constant incentive contest, you know, used to we ran 1 incentive contest a year. Now we're running them consistently. Once one ends, another one begins. So you can stack those IP points, and then when we come to the end of the incentive contest, you can take those IP points and trade them out for whatever prize that you want. So in my situation, remember, I don't take personally sponsored people, so I don't make a lot of direct commission. But that's okay, because I would rather have people on my team making those direct commissions than myself, because it will all come back to me. So I was going into my husband's account every Wednesday just because that was my day to do it. And I was buying a 50 euro IP package for his account. But because I bought package number 7 the day it came out, I no longer have to do that for 12 months, because now I am 12 months matching bonus qualified for the rest of the time. So I kind of did some numbers on that. So if you have to pay 4,900 euro for the package, I don't have to go in and get that 50 euro IP package in my husband's account for 52 weeks. So that's going to save me 2,600 euro a year. It's a lot of money. So then all of a sudden that $4,900 package becomes a 2,300 euro package. But then you get 15 grams of cash gold. 15 grams of cash gold is worth around 900 euro. So then all of a sudden that $4,900 package becomes a $1,400 package. But let's say that right now you're a bronze, a silver, a gold, or a VIP. And a bronze, a silver, or a gold. And you want to upgrade to the VIP. Well, if you try to upgrade your business package at Karatbars, it's going to cost you well over 3,000 euros to do that. So if you do that and you get the VIP status, you're saving that 3,000 euro. So in essence, if you are already in the business and you want to upgrade to a VIP, this package will cost you negative 1,600 euro based on what you would have paid had you done all of this stuff by itself. So, you know, guys, I'm so excited about these gold packages. I'm excited about earning free cash gold. We have some amazing things happening behind the scenes with Mr. Seitz. Listen to that recorded webinar. If anybody has the link to that webinar, please post it in the chat box. Listen to what he says. Listen to it a couple of times, because he's about to take us to a place we've never been. We have the ability to earn residual income for the rest of our lives just by having cash gold. If I can tell you to do one thing today, if you're a guest on this call, get back to the person who invited you to this call. Make sure that you're using their link to sign up. Again, you can choose just to be a free affiliate. If that's what you choose to do, I want you to start stacking Cash Gold today. Okay, because when you buy Cash Gold, there is an 8-week hold on it. And a lot of people don't understand why that is. The reason is we had people coming in and buying a tremendous amount of Cash Gold. This was in the beginning of Carrotbit, transferring it over to their Carrotbit account, buying a tremendous amount of coins, and then turning around and disputing that regular gold purchase with their bank, and Karatbars had to refund the money. So we had to stop that. There's a few bad apples that are going to ruin the bunch. So what we need to be doing today is getting to as much Cash Gold we can in our back office, transferring it over to our CaratPay account, and let it sit. Let it sit and do that. You know, I used to go, I was a Starbucks, or Lucian calls it St. Arbucks. I used to go to Starbucks every day and spend $5 on a coffee, you know, and then I got smart. I got smart about 10 years ago and started making my own espressos and started making my own cappuccinos. You know, you can buy a cappuccino machine for like $40 and you can buy a whole canister of espresso for like $4. So I'm saving all that money. But you can go in every day or every 2 days or 3 days or once a week, however it fits with you, and take that $5, $6 that you may have spent eating out, getting coffee, just stopping at the store and getting snacks and Diet Cokes and things that you can ingest that comes out the other end in, you know, a couple hours, and get Cash Gold. Start stacking now. Buy it. It goes under your My Gold tab. Make sure your CaratPay account is registered. If it's not, just hit on CaratPay, register account. It'll walk you through how to register that account and transfer that Cash Gold from your My Gold tab over to your CaratPay and let it sit. Because what's going to happen in June, I don't have all the details, but all I know is I haven't been able to sleep very much because I keep thinking of how big this is going to get. We thought we were a great company, and we are a great company, but we're going to be a bigger, badder company. Come June, there's so many things happening, guys. You know, I'm just honored, Fred, that you asked me to be here. I'm sorry that you guys can't see me. I'm sitting here, my camera's on, it's just not working. I don't know, you know, what the issue is, but, you know, thanks, Fred, for having me. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your leadership. Fantastic presentation today. I'm going to nominate you for Tuesdays with Tammy to take over for me anytime that I can't. You're my new guy. I'm coming to you. So thanks, Fred. Thanks everybody for listening to me. I'm excited to be a part of this, and you know, God bless each and every one of you. Let's have a tremendous Easter weekend, Passover, whatever religion you are. Let's just all remember that in this time that we're in this coronavirus pandemic, I think that, you know, to me, this is nothing new. I mean, I work at home, my husband's retired, so we're together at home all the time anyway, but it's forced, you know, Taylor, who's 14, to stay home with us. And last night we were talking and I said something about, did she think this has brought us closer together? And she said, absolutely, because we're spending time together. We're playing games together, playing cards, we're playing Battleship, we're playing Monopoly, we're doing puzzles, we're watching movies, and having dinner together as a family. So maybe, just maybe, that this pandemic was put in place to show us that not only can it bring families closer together, but it always also gives us the opportunity when there are so many people suffering out there. You know, it breaks my heart. If I start thinking about it too much and too long, it devastates me. Is there are so many people out there, and Taylor and I talked about this yesterday, is if this had happened when Josh, who's 30 now, my son's Josh is 30, if this had happened when Josh was a baby, I don't know what I would have done, because I was living day to day. I was in the restaurant business. I was the bartender. I made my money day to day. So, you know, if this had happened back then, I don't know what I would have done. So, you know, I just want to send up a special prayer for all of those that are suffering right now. but also, guys, we have the solution. So the world has never needed what we have more than they do right now. So if you know somebody that's suffering, you know somebody that's hurting, reach out to them, show them that there is a better way. So thank you, Fred, so much for having me. I'm just happy to be here. So back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much, Tammy. We really appreciate what you've contributed to this particular meeting and what you've contributed to Karatbars as a whole. Without your involvement and input, I can't even imagine, where the company would be. And it's just a testament to who you are as a person. And you've just been amazing all these years. I think you truly represent what Karatbars is really all about. I think you are an extension to Harold Seitz's heart, because we know he has a big heart, and you have one as well. We really appreciate it. We love you, and thank you so much for being on this call.
Thank you for having me. I wish you guys could have seen me. Tanisha said try to make me co-host.
You know what? I thought about that while you were talking, and let's just try that. Just because if we're able to make that happen, at least people can see you. Okay?
Yeah, they can see that I'm a real person.
Okay, make co-host. Okay, I just clicked on that. Do you want to tell me? Yes. Let's see if that works.
Don't think it's working, but it's okay. Guys, it's not my face. It's not my face that matters. It's my heart.
Yeah.
And just know that I'm here for the long run. I've given 10 years of my life to this company. I will give you the rest of my life. People often ask me, with as many people as is that you have in Karatbars, why do you keep working? I do it out of love, guys. I want to help each and every one of you not only change your lives, but change the lives of the people around you. I want to help you raise that financial IQ of your community. I want you to understand that I started with one person. I started with one person, and then I walked away for a couple of years. I wasn't sponsoring anyone into the business. And then, the last 7 years full time. So it's just all about starting with that one person and then working with that person to get their people and sponsoring another and working with those people. Don't be what I call a sponsor monster, going out there and sponsoring everybody you can possibly think of and then just leaving them behind. Tanisha Glaspie is amazing. Tanisha has sponsored 500 people plus on Facebook alone, but guess what? She leads her team. And that's what a true leader does. And Fred, you're the same way. You lead your team through example. And that's what we all need to aspire to be, is a true leader, not just somebody that has a bunch of people on their team. So, back to you guys.
Hey, great. All right. Thank you so much, Tammy. And by the way, I'll be happy to bump for you anytime you need me. It's not a problem. Okay?
Awesome.
All right. Now, we're going to move on, and just want to remind you, in terms of what you're looking at, we have standing presentation days and times every Monday through Saturday at 12 Eastern and 9 Eastern. Okay, there's presentations by some outstanding affiliates at www.goldrocks.info. Actually, www.goldrocks.info, not .com, .info. You'll find us at any time, okay? Because of what's going on, we're just, hitting social media as hard as we possibly can, getting the word out as much as we can. So rest assured, every single day somewhere you'll find a presentation just like this, okay? Now, also, for those of you who have affiliates in African-speaking nations, back up. African-speaking nations in Europe, okay? There's Tuesdays with Tammy, okay? She had an outstanding webinar at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. in South Africa, okay?
Actually, Fred, it's 8 p.m. in South Africa because of our time change.
Oh, it's okay, 8 p.m. in South Africa.
8 p.m. in South Africa.
Okay. Now, it's titled Back to the Basics. You have to understand that we started
I got you.
Okay, got it. Okay. All we did was save in gold and get paid to show others how to do the same. But in terms of everything we've done for the past 3 years with cryptocurrency, with blockchain-based products, it still has always been about the gold. So whatever innovative technological breakthroughs we come up with, we still save in gold and show others how to do the same, no matter what we do. Okay, so Tammy has an outstanding presentation she does every single Tuesday. Okay, and so next now, there's an outstanding group of affiliates called the Union. Okay, they're hosting a Freedom Summit on July 17th and 18th. These are some fantastic affiliates headed by Mr. Rodney Roach, and includes some outstanding gentlemen and ladies as well that has committed, just like ourselves, to this company and what we have to offer. They're having a Freedom Summit, and that's going to be in Hanover, Maryland. And I encourage everybody who can go to go, because we missed Let's Go weekend in terms of being able to get together and see each other person to person. So God willing, by July 17th, we'll be able to break out of our homes and go where we want to. And we're going to convene at the Freedom Summit on July 17th and 18th. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I know that this webinar has been very encouraging for a lot of people. We hope that we provided some great information, especially for those who have never been on this before. So I just want to end with this quote by the great Muhammad Ali, in my opinion, one of the greatest people who ever walked the face of the earth. He says, "Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step." So get back with the person who referred you. Thank you for your attendance. Our time is up, and we thank you for yours. Ladies and gentlemen, we're signing off, and we'll see you next time.